Welcome to the channel, everyone. As you can see, today I've got some zombies gameplay for you, and the topic of today's video is going to be how to do the exfiltration in zombies. I'm also going to cover everything a new player needs to know to get into zombies and get hooked on it. I'm going to cover how to turn on the power, activate the pack-a-punch machine, as well as do a couple of Easter eggs. We're going to cover how to do the Coffin dance Easter egg, as well as how to get the wonder weapon, the D.I.E machine, unlocked at a very early round. Before we get into all that, the first question you should have is, why do I care about this? Well, maybe you care about this because you're new to zombies and you just want to see what it's all about and you needed a couple of tips to get started because zombies is a really complicated mode. That's the boat I was in when Cold War launched. I said, I think I want to play a little bit more zombies this year, get into that and share it with you guys. I've played some of the zombies games in the past, but I'm not like one of those pro zombie players who can get to round 100 by themselves. I'm just kind of new, starting out here, and I just wanted to share my experience with you guys. And to me, the exfiltrations was a big part of that because I feel like I've really accomplished something if I can just escape from the zombies map. And that might sound kind of weird, but there's that adrenaline rush you get just from finishing the game and winning, so that's kind of where I stand with the Exfil, and that's why I think they're a lot of fun, and I think you will too if you follow these tips that I'm about to lay down for you. If you successfully exfiltrate 3 times, you also unlock the Park Operator skin, which is kind of cool, kind of unique, and it's one that you're not going to unlock just by playing multiplayer. The exfiltrations are also going to give you extra Aether Crystals, which if you're not a zombies player, you don't care about those, but for the zombies players out there, that's going to let you level up your perks, your weapons, all sorts of stuff. So doing the exfiltrations now is a really good way to kind of level that stuff up early. And there's also a zombies challenge to do a certain number of exfiltrations. I'm not sure what that number is. I'm going to guess it's about 50 successful exfiltrations. So if you're just looking to bring that number up, this guide's a great place to get started. So what exactly is the exfiltration in zombies? The exfiltration lets you survive the zombies map. It's going to call in a chopper, and that's going to end the game whether you get onto the chopper or not. You can call in the exfiltration at the end of round 10 and every 5 rounds after that. It doesn't take too long to get to the end of round 10, it's about a 20 to 30 minute game depending on how quickly you can kill the zombies, and how much extra stuff you do while the zombies are still alive. At the very beginning of round 11 and every 5 rounds after that, an exfiltration radio is going to appear in the yard, which is the spawn area of the zombies map. To begin the exfiltration, you just need to go up and interact with the radio. Once the exfiltration begins, all the currently existing zombies are going to die and new zombies are going to spawn in. There's also going to be a 1.5 minute timer appear on the screen, and you need to get to the pond area, which is through this starting building. There's this door with the rabbit. You need to go through that door, up the stairs, and then blow a hole in the wall. That's going to take you to the pond area. And you want to get to this pond area as fast as possible once you begin the exfiltration. Once you get into the pond area, you're going to have a number of zombies remaining on your screen, and you have to kill all those zombies before the time runs out. If you don't kill all the zombies before the time runs out, your chopper's going to get shot down, and you're going to fail the exfiltration. If you do manage to kill all of those zombies, then the chopper's going to land over in the pond area. You just need to walk over to that general area and press the use key to exfiltrate. It does take the chopper a few seconds to land, so don't cut it down to the last second killing zombies. You also want to keep an eye out for a few different things that can easily ruin your exfiltration. The first big thing to know is that if you use the Ether Shroud field upgrade, that can ruin your exfil because the zombies are going to ignore you. So if you're playing D Machine solo, that's something to be aware of. Don't use the Ether Shroud at the very end because the zombies are actually going to run away from the pond and you may not be able to catch them and kill them in time. The same is true for the Chopper Gunner. As soon as you spawn into the Chopper Gunner support streak, the zombies are just going to ignore you, so there's a chance that there are going to be some that are very far away. So if you've got a Chopper Gunner or an Ether Shroud that you plan to use it at the very beginning of the Exfil. One other thing to know is that you want to get to the pond as soon as possible and kill the zombies there. If you kill zombies on your way to the pond, that's not going to do anything for you. You're still going to have the same number of zombies to kill once you get to the pond, and you're only using up valuable time. So that pretty much covers how the Exfil works and what you want to do. So let's talk about some general strategies to do it. The first thing I want to cover is the loadout. Zombies this year is new because you do get to pick a gun to take with you, and that's a great idea. I really love that mechanic. Please keep that forever, Treyarch. I really like that. You can use pretty much any weapon you want, so if there's a gun that you want to level up, or if there's a camo challenge that you're going for, that gun's fine. The combat knife is also surprisingly effective in zombies. That's going to be able to one-shot all the zombies up to at least round 10 or so, and that's going to be the weapon that I recommend you take to your loadout. But like I said, you can use any gun you want. The main thing if you're using a gun is to be sure to go for headshots. Killing a zombie with a headshot is going to give you 115 score, and the score is used to buy weapons off the wall, pack-a-punch your gun, and open the doors to the new areas. so score is very important in zombies. The reason I recommend the knife is that melee kills also give you that 115 score, compared to a standard gun kill or a kill with a piece of equipment like a Semtex, which is only going to give you 90 points per zombie. If you're looking to get into zombies and you just want to exfil at round 10 or round 15, then I've got 4 different general strategies for you, and you can take your choice out of which one of these 4 you want to try. The first strategy, and probably the easiest one just to think about, is to use the knife and monkey bombs to exfil. You don't even really need a gun. All you need to do is run around with the knife until you have enough money to open the door to the pond. That's going to be the rabbit door. Go up the stairs, blow that obstruction, and blow through the obstruction in the wall. That's going to take you to the pond. And once you're at the pond, that's one of the 2 possible spawn points for the mystery box. So if the mystery box is here, just give it a few rolls until you get a gun that you like, and now you've got a knife that one-shots zombies and a gun from the mystery box. Once you get enough green salvage, craft 2 monkey bombs, run back to the spawn area, craft the 2 monkey bombs, and just wait for the exfil radio to appear. Once it appears, activate it, run to the pond, throw both of your monkey bombs and shoot any remaining zombies. You should be able to exfil at round 10 no problem using this technique. You can also open up other doors and explore the map if you just want to get a feel for what's going on here. You should have plenty of points because you're using the combat knife. The second strategy I have for you is to turn the power on at round 10 to avoid having the megaton spawn at all. For anyone who doesn't realize this, the megaton spawns as soon as you come back from creating the pack-a-punch machine. Or he does eventually spawn, but I think it's around round 12 or round 13, somewhere in there if you don't build the pack-a-punch machine. So you can completely avoid having to deal with it at all if you want to exfil after round 10. If you just build the pack-a-punch machine at round 10, pack-a-punch your gun, and then exfil immediately after that. My other 2 strategies to exfil both involve turning on the power as early as possible, which is usually around round 6 or round 7, depending on double points and how many headshots you're getting, things like that. And the first of those 2 strategies is to do the Coffin dance Easter egg, which we're going to talk about how to do that here in just a little bit. And the final strategy that I have is to kill the megaton and actually get the wonder weapon from that, and I'm also going to tell you how to do that. This 4th strategy is probably the most difficult of these 4, so I just went through and I said a bunch of things. I said turn on the power, activate the pack-a-punch machine, do the Coffin dance Easter egg, megaton zombies, and the wonder weapon. You might be wondering what all that stuff means, especially if you're new to zombies, so just stick around. First, we're going to talk about how to turn on the power. Turning on the power, first you have to open all the doors to get to the power. This is going to cost right around 10,000 points, and all you need to do is follow these purple arrows. There are a couple of different paths to get there. I like to take the door out of the spawn area that's right by this crafting table, go up through this first area, past the plane wing site, into the tunnel, and then turn left. You can do it a couple different ways. That's just the route that I prefer to take. Once you get into this big room inside the facility, there's going to be a machine where you have to go push the button to turn on the power, and then there are going to be 2 different buttons you have to push after that, and once you push all those buttons, the power is going to be on. Having the power on also clears a couple of other things in the map, so that's nice. Immediately after you turn on the power, at the bottom of the room is going to be the pack-a-punch machine, but it's not there yet. You have to create it. To create it, you push and hold your use key when you're standing next to this anomaly, and that's going to teleport you into the Dark Ether realm. Once you're in the Ether realm, you're going to run back up through the start area and go to this marked portal. There are a couple different portals on the map. It doesn't really matter which one gets marked, but you want to walk up to it and then push the use key. And by the way, there are these purple crystals in the ether. If you destroy those either by punching them or with your gun, there's a chance to get some ammo, or sometimes you can get a nice weapon or something out of them. That's pretty rare at the lower rounds, but it does happen. Anyway, once you take the portal that's marked, you're going to be in a room, and right next to you there should be a machine part. Just grab that machine part and take it back to where the anomaly was inside the room where you turned on the power, and that's going to create the pack-a-punch machine for you. Just to be aware, when you're in the Dark Ether, there is a time limit. It's pretty long. I'm not exactly sure how long it is, but if you are in the Dark Ether for too long and you do not collect the machine part and forge the pack-a-punch machine, then you're going to have to kill some zombies in order to teleport back to the Dark Ether to complete your task. Creating the pack-a-punch machine unlocks the ability to do the Coffin dance Easter egg, and what you need to do here is run around in the room, and there are 5 blue lights. You can see the locations of them on the screen right now. And you just need to shoot all of these lights with your gun. Starting from the pack-a-punch machine, the closest blue light is going to be in the area right under the pack-a-punch machine behind this barricade. Then jump up onto the giant, I don't know what this thing is, this big purple tube that's got the light emitting from it, whatever that thing is. Jump up on that and run toward the spot where the light's emitting from it. On the ceiling, you're going to see the second blue light. When you're standing on the spot that's got the purple light coming out of it, there's going to be a third light you can see that's kind of behind it and to the left here. Right underneath the room where you hit the first button to turn on the power, there's going to be another light. This one's kind of hard to shoot. You have to kind of crouch and get back in real close in order to hit it, but it can be done. The fifth and final blue light is going to be right next to the room where you turn on the power, in between these computer terminals. You can shoot these 5 blue lights in any order. And once you shot the fifth one, you're going to be warped back to the dark ether, and you're going to watch this little coffin dance scene that's playing out in front of you. You can't really do anything while this is happening, except if you want, you can go buy armor, upgrade your gun, things like that. Once the coffin dance completes, you're going to be teleported back into the normal realm, and you're going to notice the box that the zombies was carrying is going to be right in front of the pack-a-punch machine. Open that up and you should get all sorts of goodies. There's usually a juggernog in there, there's usually a weapon, a bunch of salvage, and some other helpful things. If you're able to do this coffin dance Easter egg, you should have no problem exfiltrating from the mission because the gun that you get from here is super powerful. If you are going to do this Easter egg, I'd recommend saving off on pack-a-punching a weapon until you see what you get from this Easter egg, because if you pack-a-punch that weapon this early in the game, pretty much every single zombie is going to be a one-shot kill. After you create the pack-a-punch machine, in the following round, the megaton zombie is going to spawn. And these zombies are pretty hard to kill with the starter weapon, but once you have a pack-a-punch gun or if you have the coffin dance gun, they should be pretty easy to kill. Just watch out for the green goo that they throw at you. Once you kill the large megaton zombie, it's going to split into 2 smaller ones, and they're pretty much the same as the bigger one. It's just now you've got 2 of them to deal with. Killing both of the smaller zombies is going to drop a key card for you, and you can use this key card to complete the Wonder Weapon Easter egg. There are just a few steps to getting this Easter egg. First, you need to collect the keycard from the megaton zombie that you kill. Second, you need to take that keycard back into the weapons room and insert it into the computer. That's going to give you a remote control that you can then take into the room right by the starting area in the yard. This room is going to be right behind the one that's got the bunny rabbit that's going to be on the way to the pond. We talked about that one earlier. And then in this room, there's going to be a little area with a door, and there's a little slit in the door. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to train zombies into that slit after you activate the machine. You activate the machine by walking up beside the room. There's a hole in the wall here. You just push your use key, and that's going to begin vacuuming up zombies. You need to vacuum up about 10 or 15 zombies in order to activate the weapon. Once you've activated the weapon, then you should be able to walk in and grab the wonder weapon from the corpse in here. Again, you can get this completed before round 10, and if you can get the wonder weapon this early in the game, then exfilling is going to be no problem for you because the wonder weapon is a one-shot kill. By the way, to use the wonder weapon, you use the shoot key in order to fire a blast, which is going to use up 15 ammunition, so even though the ammo says 60 down there, you really only get 4 shots. But the nice part with the wonder weapon is that if you hold in the aim down sights button next to a zombie, it's going to suck up the zombie and refill your ammunition. Finally, I've got some more generic tips for exfiltrating, and these tips apply no matter which of these strategies you're following. The first thing I want to say is that equipment is very important, and the best thing that you can have that I've found is going to be the monkey bomb. For anyone who doesn't know, the monkey bomb makes a lot of noise, sings and dances, attracts all the zombies to it in the area, so all the zombies are going to run right up next to the monkey bomb, and then it's going to explode and kill them all. You can carry up to 2 monkey bombs, you can find them from drops, you can find them from crystals in the ether, and you can also craft them at the crafting table. I recommend that you craft as many monkey bombs as you can before you start the exfil. And if you're trying to exfiltrate on round 10 and you have 2 monkey bombs, just run to the pond area, and as soon as you get there, throw the first monkey bomb. Once the first monkey bomb explodes, throw your second one, and then you may only have to kill 3 or 4 zombies after that. If you don't have enough salvage to craft a monkey bomb, the Semtex is also very good, so you can usually find those on the ground as you're proceeding through the game. I don't really recommend the frag grenade as much because it's harder to use. C4 is kind of the same way. Yes, you can use it to kill the zombies, but it's a little bit clunky. The Molotov is great for killing zombies, but you have to be very careful how you use it so that you don't block your own path. Like I said before, having a pack-a-punch weapon in the round 10 or even the round 15 exfil is more than enough to kill all the zombies, especially if you have a purple or yellow weapon that you got from the Coffin Easter egg, or if you're using a wonder weapon. And remember, if you're doing a round 10 exfil, you can still use the knife in order to get a one-shot kill. And one more thing not to forget is to leave a like for the video if you've enjoyed it, and to subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss out on my future uploads. And as always, thank you very much for watching.
Strike team secure, Requiem. Moving out. Solid work. RTB for debrief.